Today I'll be using the GFX100RF and I'll be shooting food. So I'm going over to my neighbor's house. She's a very passionate chef and she'll be preparing a very special dish for us to photograph.
We're making ayam masak merah. It kind of loosely translates to red cooked chicken, which is like a tomato-based red chili curry.
Can I ask you, Jo, why are you so passionate about cooking?
For me, it's an outlet. It's therapeutic. I like the ASMR elements.
ASMR?
Just like the sound of like the sizzling on the stove.
Yeah.
And like even like the cutting. And I think I like that you have that there's quite a lot of focus involved. So you have to be quite present. Like enjoy the moments of the process, right? Like whether it's like the smells or the sound or like even like the feeling. Or maybe not this sound.
Could you hold it, the garlic?
I peeled it already.
Yeah.
You want
Very
me to
fast,
do
very
another
fast.
bowl?
Yeah, another one. Slowly, like slow.
Okay, I have so much.
I'll just be hovering around you to get the better angles. Although the camera has a fixed lens, the 23mm f4, you can actually zoom in by quite a bit. So the lens always starts off with a 23 and then you can rotate the dial and it will appear here. This is 45, 63 and 80. You may wonder why these numbers. They actually emulate their existing GF lenses, all of which lenses I personally use and love. It's hard to explain the power of a medium format unless you have personally used it. And when I say use it, I mean to take the file, plug it into a large screen, zoom in, and try editing it. Because it is when you edit the files that you realize, the malleability of what a 100 megapixel file does. With a lot of ease, you can bring up the shadows by 4 stops and also bring down the highlights by 2 stops. So there's so much details packed into this one frame. It's just amazing the kind of edits that you can do to correct your images. I use the GFX primarily for doing commercial work, and it's really my go-to system whenever I work seriously with clients. I can vouch for the beauty of the entire GFX system in that when you have a medium format picture, there really is more to work with in post-edit due to the high resolution. So over here is a pocket of natural daylight coming from the ceiling, and because it's a really sunny day, the contrast of the daylight is very intense compared to the ambient lighting in the house. What I've done is I've put the dish into the light. That creates sort of like a stage for the dish where the light suddenly becomes very dramatic. If I were to expose for the brightest part of the dish. So generally the whole shot is extremely underexposed. It's maybe down to -4 or -5 stops, which means that everything else that's hovering outside of the light is in complete darkness. It's like shining intense spotlights in a theater. I've always advocated the use of prime lenses simply because I think that with prime lenses, you can take better pictures because you're forced to get in a position where you compose your frame in a very deliberate manner. Now this 100RF is like a total game changer for me because I think to use the 100RF, there are so many instances where you may have to use the zoom. There hasn't been any distortion in the images and there's no fault in using it because even after you zoom, there's still a lot left for print. There's still so much in the picture that you can edit and recover and make it look complete. Yeah, so it's really challenging my beliefs in photography, I would say. Okay, so right now we've chosen the centerpiece of the house as the background for a portrait with Jo. You can quickly go from 23mm to 80mm in a matter of seconds. I can actually get a portrait of Jo and show the environment that she's in and then quickly switch to something like a 63 where it's more a half body shot. So when Fujifilm came out with the 100RF, which looks to me like a travel camera, the first thing that I asked is, who is this camera for? My interpretation of the 100RF is that it's a camera that can be used in a variety of ways, and it's a camera that can be very versatile. My guess is because Fujifilm comes from a culture of street photography, this is a camera for enthusiasts who wish for that one perfect street picture to, you know, pack a punch of details. So the 100RF will be perfect for that. Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. This is a nice shot.